example of giving, as only through resourceful education we can build a new progressed nation. With us today is Mr. Nash'at Abu Fakhr, who is an English teacher in a governmental school, to tell us about his experience here in Kuwait. Good evening, Mr. Nash'at.
Hi, how are you? Fine, good evening.
It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Would you please tell us about your experience as a teacher here in Kuwait?
Yes, of course. First, I want to welcome you
Thank you.
online. Yes, okay.
Mhm.
Thank you for having me too. I've been working as a teacher for 10 years now in Kuwait, and I'm proud being here in this great country.
Mhm.
It's good experience to acquire skills, as you know,
Yes.
and through education. So you can communicate with wide slices of society,
Right.
and it's an interesting job to do. And to add, schooling in Kuwait is systematic and globally standardized.
Yes.
And I'm happy to be a member of Kuwait education family.
Of course, we're happy to have you as a teacher, definitely. How did the education system in Kuwait help back up your experience?
Yes, Kuwait. Okay, I love Kuwait. First, as my second home. First.
Yes.
Kuwait is a crossroad to many cultures,
Mhm.
and this diversity helped me to have different skills and methods, as well to develop new way of teaching and communication.
Yes.
Because education is communication needs.
Of course.
Secondly, availability of up-to-date technology in Kuwait and devices. Okay, help teacher make teaching more interesting and easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we are living in a crisis, unfortunately. Relating to this current crisis, what is the positive side relating to education?
Yes. Actually, the crisis is a turning point
Mhm.
to many. I will talk on personal
Yes.
and vocational level. First, to begin with, the personal level, health is the most precious gift. Okay, and without it, no real communication is worthwhile, and thus education. The crisis has been a chance to face ourselves with older ideas and make use of this period in restoring balance and restarting a fresh mind and good health. Yeah, and vocational level, it's positive, of course, also as well. We know time is critical issue, and any act and achievement, and this period and this out of time period gives us a chance to look back, reassess, and make use of our previous mistakes. Also have good future plan. Moreover, it gives us a chance to learn more about global experience in electronic teaching.
Yes, that's something we're going to definitely talk about, a newer segment of education, we can say. But as a teacher, what advice do you give to your students in terms of the COVID-19 situation?
Yes, Corona virus, changed our lifestyle, and it's quite essential to follow the precautionary procedures, as wearing mask if you, as we have to go outside, our home, of course, and keep physical distancing. It's very important to keep physical distancing, okay, and avoid gathering. We shouldn't listen to, or we don't listen. As advice to my students, I'm as a teacher now, so I use this imperative. Sorry, don't listen to rumors. Only follow instructions of the authentic resources, at Ministry of Health, of course. And finally, keep safe and enjoy life.
Yes.
God bless you.
We would like to add our voice to yours, of course, and would like to thank the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education for all their efforts during this period. So, on a personal side, how do you make use of this period to develop your teaching skills?
Yes, okay. In person, to make this to develop my teaching skills, though the crisis I worked through the crisis, I worked towards developing in electronic education, so I can cope with the education ministry plan to activate this kind of education. Evident as it's the shape and the content of the future education. I try to keep so also I try to keep fit so I could be ready and alert teaching. Moreover, I get in touch with my colleagues to exchange and share every new.
Of course. So now, since we said education is changing anyway, how can internet and media serve the educational purpose here in Kuwait?
Yes, good question. Actually, it's very good questions as we are moving from into this world.
Yes.
Okay, world is heading now to using and investing in internet all the life aspects of which education is vital area. The internet is not only cheap and available, but it's also the fastest and more flexible way of communication.
Yes.
Moreover, social media programs like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp makes education more interesting and attractive, and we need to communicate our ideas, and findings. So internet and social media is a good news.
Right, it's simply just what the world has come to now. Everything is virtual, and we have to make use, we can say, of the internet now. In your opinion, how do you see the international concept of education?
Okay, the international concept of education, what is it? Very now we should invest in education. We should, and Kuwait has that pioneering role in holding conferences and developing the new concepts of education levels. Okay, and it's a education has an ancient heritage in developing education.
It's a very important part. So moving on a bit from education, what does Kuwait offer you on a human level?
Kuwait is the cradle of humanity, the cradle of humanitarian actions. You know this. We don't need to say these words. As a human being, Kuwait offered me a secure place to live.
Yes.
Offered me good living here, and I don't want to think of anything here. I live with my family and my kids here. We were happy. The climate, the people are here friendly, open-minded, and helpful. And they called me. The older people called me my son. So you feel in this atmosphere, or you live in this family atmosphere.
It really does become a second home.
Of course, it's my second home. I like living in Kuwait, actually.
Thank you. It's our pleasure to have you here in Kuwait, educating all our children in schools. Thank you so much for your time with us, Mr. Nashat.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. I would like to thank the English teacher, Mr. Nashat Abu Fakhr, for sharing with us his thoughts about experiencing and living in Kuwait.